So it's time to get back to our saga of Jesse, Tulip, and Cassidy. And I guess now, Herr Star. Well, it's been a while since I talked to you about their adventures. Jesse and Tulip stole a convertible, and they're using it to go and try and save Cass from the Grail. The Killer of Saints finds the fallen Adephai, those half angels that were in charge of the thing that inhabited Jesse. And the Killer of Saints finds them, and now they're cokeheads and sex crazed. And he terrorizes them into telling him where the Grail and, well, basically where Jesse's going. So that's where he's on his way. And Star is discovering that Cassidy is much harder to kill than expected. They've shot him. They've blown him up with a grenade. They've chopped him up. And he still just kind of keeps on coming back. He's still alive. And then Jesse and Tulip stop over for a night, and they're at a fancy restaurant, and the Grail's hitmen, who don't speak English, so they can't be affected by Jesse's word, attack. And it's basically the shootout at the fancy restaurant. And Tulip proves her worth. Much more so than Jesse. And they basically fight their way out. Star has brought in a mob torture guy. And for some reason, it's important for him to tell everybody that he's a eunuch. But he's going to be the one to torture Cassidy. And maybe eventually kill him. We'll see. Star has just found out that the All-Father, Diaronique, is almost there to where Star is. He's making a personal appearance. The plane opens. And it's the fattest All-Father in history. And he's got the Oracle child in tow. And it's no wonder that everybody wants Jesse to be the Oracle, because the child is basically a little retarded. Because he's been inbred for centuries, because he's supposed to be the bloodline of Jesus himself. And they've just basically been inbreeding it all the way down to this half-wit. Jesse shows up, finds out that they know what Cassidy is, and they're going to kill him by putting him in the sunlight. So Jesse gives up, and the fat man forces Jesse and Star to fight to the death in a knife fight. And they beat the living crap out of each other. They fall out a window, and it appears that maybe they're going to get away. And Star's he's running away trying to convince Jesse to join him. Jesse follows him down into the catacombs of this fortress. And what do we have here in this dungeon? Are we, is that actually an angel? Yes. Yes, it is. Star has an angel who can't fly anymore. He's a fallen angel. He knows a lot of things. But he's also the father of the thing that inhabits Jesse. So he was cast out of heaven by God. Oh, the Killer of Saints has arrived. He's destroyed basically the entire Grail armed forces by himself. He's a showdown with Jesse. Him and Jesse make an agreement. Jesse goes and frees Cass. And then Star sets off a bomb that blows the whole place up. Cass and Jesse escape through a tunnel. Star kicks the Allfather out of a helicopter. He falls down. He splats on the Oracle child. Both go and they're dead. So Star announces himself as the new Allfather. God was also there for a moment before the explosion. He found the fallen angel and he burned him up. And then it was time for some history where we learned where the Killer of Saints came from and how Cassidy became a vampire. It's not germane to what I'm trying to do here. We come back to Star. He is now scarred after his fight with Jesse. He has Jesse cut his head, and Star's bald. Jesse cut his head with a knife and right down the middle, so it split. So he kind of looks phallic, and he doesn't like it. So he's mad, and he's still hunting for Jesse, not to get him to be the Oracle anymore, but just to make him pay. And the Killer of Saints walks out of the rubble of the explosion. And he's still coming for war. Because he feels that Jesse has reneged on his agreement. So he's on his way. The reason that the Killer of Saints can do all this is because he's already been killed and went to hell. And the hate in him was so strong that he froze hell over. And the devil and the angel of death basically resurrected him to be the new angel of death. And so he cannot be killed. His shots cannot miss. So I don't know how they're going to deal. We'll see. I'm following along just like you are. And I guess that's all I got to say for now.